Hello, my brethren. My name is Galahad, and welcome back to my Minecraft city. Today I decided I was going to do a shorter video since the last video was 47 minutes, but it was necessary to go through this entire mansion. Now, if you notice, I'm looking at the mansion again, and something's very different about it. It is all cleaned up and ready for sale. So, let's start off with things that have changed, and this is just to show you after you do quests in this wonderful city, things change. The map changes to reflect that. You finish this mansion quest, and the map changes to reflect it. So all of the mossy stone is gone. It is now clean. And if you notice, the mansion caretaker was fired from his lazy job because he was no longer needed. And now you have a gardener in his place. You can go up to the gardener, you can buy farm supplies from him, as he is a farmer. And he is living in a cleaner house now. And then the gates are open, so let's go on in. We got the horse stables cleaned up, the beehive is gone, and in its place, you got your own 2 little hives, so you can make honey, or honeycomb, or whatever you want to make. But we got roses in each of the rows where they used to be, and all of the overgrown grass is gone, and all the moss out here is also gone. Now, let's go inside and take a look at what has changed. Not much different in here except for cakes for the people who come to look at the house showing or whoever buys the house. Either or. I'm not Diana. I wouldn't know. Then we also have tulips on the table. All the plants have been changed for live plants, which is a good thing. I think first we're going to go this way to show you what's changed over here, which isn't too much. Most of the house is the same, but the wine cellar is cleaned up. No more barrels in the middle of the floor. They've been put back in their slots in the wall. And then we have the basement has been all lit up. Now it shows the designs I put into the ceiling. You couldn't see this in the pitch black of what it was. But you got wooden support beams and stone support beams all holding this massive house up. And what's this? There's no hole in here over here anymore. It has been refilled. Now you don't have to worry about spiders invading your basement, and you can make this as a giant storage area or whatever you want to do. Now let's go back up. Nothing else has changed down here. The crawl space is the exact same because, you know, what would you change in the crawl space? Alright, and let's go over here. You got the library, which the fire is lit, and if you'll notice, you can still enter the picture, but if you flip this switch, you'll notice that Diana had the entire bunker filled with concrete because she wanted that place to just be cut off from all the negativity that it caused. But you can go and dig all the concrete out. It will take a while, but if you want a bunker of your own, you don't have to do that. Oh, and another thing I should actually tell y'all, the bunker, whenever you would flip the upper switch, it would actually close the fireplace. At least I believe it did. I'm pretty sure I made it so it would close the fireplace, but either way, that does nothing. So let's close that back up. And then let's go over here, speed over here, and we'll go over this way first. Because if you'll notice, the kitchen doesn't look different. So Galahad, why are you bringing us here? The chests are clean. You don't have to worry about a bunch of old food residue or cobwebs. It's all cleaned up for you to be able to use. Now let's go up these stairs because I'm going to go all the way up to where the greenhouse is. I'm going to show you that first. And if you notice, all the flowers have been replaced. You still got the cactus that was there for years because it is an everlasting cactus. We're not going to remove that. And then you have these cauldrons filled up with water since they had evaporated from years before and never got refilled. And going over here, we're on the second floor now. So if we go all the way over here, what is this? It's all cleaned up. It looks so much less desolate, and now it's actually a kind of nice place to sit. You got 2 trees growing. You got the peonies. You got all these tulips. And then berry bushes if you're feeling hungry while you're out here. And then an assortment of flowers right there. It is so much more bright and colorful than it used to be, which I think is a good thing. Now, remember, they're trying to get this house sold, so they want to make the areas that looked so dark and drab to be pretty again. And over here in this area, you'll notice the boards are gone. Is it going to be an empty room? No, they decided they would leave this because that is what the room was meant for, and I figured that if someone were going to buy this mansion, they'd rather actually have the end portal pieces in here, you know, just for the fun of it, because it's a unique design. And there's not much you could really do with this room, especially since you have so many other rooms in this mansion that fulfill other purposes, like banquet halls, and you have a ton of bedrooms. You do not need another bedroom in this mansion. If someone buys this mansion and puts a freaking bedroom in it, it's just going to be leveled out with TNT. That's what's going to happen. No more bedrooms in this mansion. There are too many. I say that, and then whenever I open it up as a server, someone just makes a bedroom in here, destroys the banquet hall, makes it a bedroom. Library, no, bedroom. Bunker, all bedroom. The basement, like 5 bedrooms down there. Yeah, I would probably send the nuke that I made if that happened. But anyways, the next room that has changed is Mr. Fubiero's room. His closet's been emptied out except for his sword. There's no secret compartment, but you can re-break it if you want your secret compartment. And then his horse riding uniform is gone. His fireplace is lit so that people can actually see it. And there we go. That is the mansion showcase that the mansion has changed. I think it looks a lot better. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, I'm showing you this because it's going to show what we're going to end up doing. Every quest I do is going to change something, you know. With the mansion, it is going to change the mansion. There are huge quests in this city from big factions. You have the Historical Society. You help them out. This whole area over here is going to be changed. And then the banks are going to lose a lot of power. The laws are going to be a little different. And if you help this secret organization, then the city's also going to be changed. You'll have Broken in here, of course. And the Token Corp will basically lose a lot of its power. And then you can also work with Token Corp. And in that case, you are going to see a lot of changes around here. A lot more Token Corp-esque. They own everything. But you can also just randomly go against them. And if that happens, you're randomly going to get Token Corp random illager spawns in here, just patrolling the streets. Now with that also affects your house. If you end up following certain missions from them to break into Token Corp, then you're gonna have a rude awakening. You'll literally wake up from your house, walk outside, and you're gonna notice there's gonna be a lot of villagers around your house. Or you'll just walk in your house after questing all day, and you know what you're gonna find? You're gonna find monster spawners unless you find out that you've destroyed their lab. If you destroyed their lab, you won't have to worry about monster spawners being put in your house. But without that, you would still have illagers circling your house, because those are the Token Corp workers, you know. And then also another thing you can do in this city is to go over here. Once you do this quest, this is going to be cleaned up a lot. Certain parts of this are going to be used again. That's going to be patched. No more illager flags, no more illagers in here. And this farm over here isn't going to change. It is one of the few places after you clear it out that isn't going to change, but you yourself can buy it and refix it. It is going to be a really cheap spot. I'm excited to show you the quest for this barn, but once you actually fulfill the quest on it, you can buy it for really cheap and actually have a farm and grow vegetables and whatnot. I was going to say fruit, but I don't think there's really fruit. Is pumpkin a fruit? Yeah, I don't know. And it doesn't matter. But you can grow a bunch of vegetables or even have farm animals, and you'll be able to make a profit doing that. You can be a farmer in this city. And then, as I've said, with helping out the Historical Society, you also get this area fixed up, but you also get the bars over here removed. That toll booth will actually work, because it's not working right now because the city doesn't care about this sad area. And this entire spot right here will be cleaned up. The Byander statue, the tiny one, will look more or less like copper, but it's going to be waxed, so it's not all green. The giant trees will be replanted and not destroying the actual building. It'll be all lit up and pretty again, and it'll actually be working. Different things you do in this city will have different consequences. Like even a smaller thing that you will do. If you get into this hotel and you do this quest, you know, your reward will be to get this room, and you can do whatever you want with it. Now that does have its limitations. You can't build outside this walls, and it will be cleared out before you actually get it to look like a normal empty room. Now you can pick your own flooring and pick your own furniture in there, whatever. But you won't be able to build out from the walls because you get into a little bit of trouble there. But things you do will have consequences. Now let's see. This one is also another one with consequences. If you do this quest for the Fisher people, I showed it on my TikTok, but I will end up showing it here. You can get the owner to be arrested since they are living up here against one of the laws. And if you do that, then the son's going to own the place. But if you also take the cache of emeralds from here after the quest and leave the son with nothing, then this place is just going to be burned down. If he has the emeralds, he will keep the shop and he will move out into the city and live somewhere nice. But if you actually take all the emeralds, then there's going to be a random fire here, and this is just going to be an empty shell, basically, like this place. And then he's going to move out and live over there in one of these places. Now, Galahad, what if I've improved this place and also decided to be evil to that poor dude? You know, then he would actually just move out over here into the Barn Hotel, because that's the next cheapest area. This is definitely the cheapest, and the Barn Hotel is the next, because it's really a small area. But a lot of things you do in this city changes things. You can literally blow up part of a mountain, which I'm excited to show you that is part of the Token Corp quest, the anti-Token Corp quest. You don't have to take it, but you can, and you'll literally just blow up this mountain right here. All that's going to be gone. This over here, you can drop the island over there, leave the core in this, and this thing will be moved to the airport that's going over there somewhere. And in the airport, you can have it as your own little flying house. Or you can help out the island. The island will end up disappearing. That will just stay where it is. Of course, you won't get to see the crashed island, and you'll have helped out a token court member. But hey, if you want to do that, you can, and this just will be gone, and not much will change past that with that thing. But you can do it. And so I'm really excited to show all of you what you can do with this city, because this city is changeable. And now I should say that there has to be some sort of host who knows how to change all of it, because I'm using I'm going to tell you a little bit of the secret behind the scenes. A structure block. I'm going to use that and know the exact dimensions, and it's going to change from old to new and vice versa of the places that you actually change, so that you can actually see a difference. Minecraft code, especially for Bedrock, you can probably mod it on the PC, but I can't, because I'm on Bedrock and I don't know how to mod. So what do? Use structure blocks. Use what's in the game. And so this island, whenever it falls, I use a structure block, which erases this and puts the crashed version down there. Now, yes, that does require some sort of host to be in here, but it doesn't ruin it nonetheless, because this isn't really like a single player building area. Because all you can really do if it's single player is do the quests like what I'm going to do for you, but you can't really open a shop because you won't have any customers. Now I might show you opening a shop and just put villagers in there shopping, but you will not have any customers without people to actually buy. So this city was really meant for a lot of people, but that's okay. I'm happy to even show the quests, because there are a lot of quests. There's also quests in the Nether that changes the Nether. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. I hope you all join me on the rest of these quests, on the rest of the showcase, and we will do it one by one, and hopefully not too many of the longer videos, unless you like the longer videos, in which case I'll do that. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, thank you for joining me on my quest to show you the changes, and goodbye, my brethren.